Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Mob Psycho 100. Last time around we had Divine Tree Part 3. Dimple is... he's a good spirit. Yeah, so basically, Mob relinquished all of his powers temporarily so that he could truly talk with Dimple, and made him realize that what he truly wanted was friends. The real Divine Tree was the friends we made along the way. However, the Divine Tree was still in possession of a lot of psychic energy, and created the Doodle Mobs to attack them, so Dimple basically sacrificed himself to rip the Divine Tree out of the earth and chuck it into space. And that was pretty much that. So yeah, that's the end of the Divine Tree arc, and I'm curious to see where we are going now. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Mob Psycho 100. Here we go. Alrighty. Nice, chill start to this arc. Very, very interesting. Yeah. You know, this season is interesting, because we talked about last season at the end where it's like, oh, Mob fought the leader of Claw, like the most powerful psychic ever, and it's like, what do you do after that, Like, that seems like that would be where the show ends, but it just keeps going. But I actually like that this gets into, like, smaller stuff, I mean, yeah, Dimple and the Divine Tree is pretty big, but at the same time, it's like, well, the main gist of it is dealing with Dimple, with him going through his character arc, And now, here, it's just a more chill story with Tome-san, And I like that. It's nice, so... So yeah, interesting stuff. I mean, I like that, the telepathy club just kind of comes full circle, or just, crashing down on itself. Like, yeah, it finally just hits a breaking point of like, yeah, the three of them never actually cared about telepathy. They just wanted to goof around. Tome-san was the only one who wanted to find a telepath, and I mean, here's the thing is that, see, it's an interesting thing because, the three of them, they just wanted to hang around, play DS and PSP and stuff, and just chill. And they were never really serious about it, and they never were going to be, like, it took this kind of a push for them to even do anything about it. Like, they still don't really care about finding, telepaths and alien life. What they care about is their friend feeling better, But it's an interesting thing because, Mob, even if he ever doubted the existence of telepaths or aliens or anything like that, none of that really mattered because, she was like, hey, I want you to help me find telepaths, and Mob was like, okay, I'll do what I can, I'll do it to the best of my ability, so, So yeah, it's sort of an interesting, I don't know, I guess a comparison between Mob and the boys, that it's like, yeah, they will never care about any of it, but the thing is, they'll never just go along with it, Mob is nice enough to where he's just like, okay, I'll help, I'll see what I can do, So I like that. But now the boys are getting into it. Again, not even really... I mean, maybe they're kind of getting into it now that they have an actual telepath with them, but at the same time, it's like, I think it really just is... They're trying to cheer her up, They're trying to cheer her up because they screwed up, They're the ones that hurt her, So yeah, and we get Takanaka... and I like that how, honestly, it is very similar to Mob just with his powers, it's like he didn't like his powers, and he initially used his powers and it caused some distress, And the closest thing he got to enjoying his powers was sort of, just putting thoughts into other people's heads, basically. But other than that, he just doesn't really want those powers. And luckily, he has found a way of circumventing it, with the earplugs. But even still, I don't know. But I like how Mob is able to relate to him. Even if you don't like these powers, they are a part of who you are. And so you should try to not even relish them, but just accept it. Accept that it's part of you, So now he is. And it's pretty cool. See, other than that, I don't know how much I'm really going to be talking about this, because I don't know. It's a pretty easy not self-contained, but a nice simple episode, I don't know, but yeah, but still, it's good stuff, and Takenaka was very interesting. I feel like there is something going on with the fact that it's okay, nobody's picking up their phones. Reigen's alarm clock died, two of them overslept. It could just be that it's all a coincidence that this has happened, but at the same time, I'm like, something's going on here, something's going on. She didn't check her phone because it was broken. Reigen and Takenaka both overslept because of all of this. I don't know, but I do love the shot of they just barely race over there, and they're like, oh, Reigen, I'm sorry that we made you wait. And Reigen's just there covered in sweat, it's okay, let's go. It's like he had only gotten there 2 minutes earlier, because he had to rush. And I like how, Serizawa's like, okay, good, Reigen has someone on New Year's Eve, Serizawa, good for him. He has friends at school, But Reigen doesn't really have a lot of people, Reigen doesn't have a lot of people. So it's good that he goes and does something with someone on New Year's Eve, even if it is hanging out with the kids. So, but yeah. But they're off to Mountain Mudboat. I don't know. Maybe we'll find aliens. Who knows? Maybe we'll find Dimple. Maybe, that'd be hilarious if somehow, it's like the opposite of, it's like what everyone says will happen to Cars in JoJo. It's eventually Cars, he will start thinking, he'll find a way to come back, he gets picked up by a UFO and comes back, Maybe that's how a UFO is gonna, land, and then Dimple's gonna show up and be like, hey, I made it back. We're all good. I don't know. That'd be cool, but I don't know. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Bit of a short discussion, but good stuff. I'm curious to see where we are going next time. But that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Mob Psycho 100 reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.